Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the videos recently. Thank you for clicking on the video tonight. This video is really going to be for almost everybody in the FC25 community, which is dying by the day because this game is just cooked this year, man. People, I look, in my career of doing this for 8 years, we've had our fair share of really tough years. FIFA 19 was a really tough year. But you know, I think the originality of the promos, still with the dumb meta, the overall speed at which you could play the game definitely kept people playing. I think FC24 had a lot of rants because I think last year was one of the first years that EA really said, let's park the bus, let's slow it down. And look, this year for me, it's just Reddit today has put the way I'm feeling to this game. Like, I couldn't even explain it more than Reddit is saying. Someone put up this 8 hours ago and said, why is it every year a new FIFA and EAFC launches, it's considered the worst ever? But like, it's where it's at, you know, and ultimately, like, EA, when they went to the whole new gen of FIFA 21 on, outside of FIFA 23, it's really not been any year was really great. But overall, the FC year, which is 24 and 25, these two games have been really poor. And look, this year is worse than last year. I don't even think there's an argument for it. You know, this is overall the most defensive game I've played. We look it down at the comments and people are just saying, like, the game is increasingly worse. They don't fix what was bad, and they add even more bad stuff. Millions of animations that ruin the game. Because the most part, it's true. The decline since FIFA 18 has been steady but noticeable, but the gameplay could be suffered if you really want to. That's where this year is the anomaly that will probably break the cycle in your title, but for the wrong reason, and that's because rather than the gradual drop-off we've seen previous, this game has fell off a cliff to never before lows that would take genuine, purposeful effort to outdo on the next game. Look, I think this is like exactly spot on. Because if you look, not even just with my personal enjoyment in this game, everyone's views in the community are low all time. And look, I'm blessed, man. You guys know I've been doing this for a while. You guys have been supporting for a while, and my views are still great. It's not about that. It's showing where the game is at. And it's crazy because, like, this weekend, right, EA dropped the Ballon d'Or cards. If you weren't around in FC this weekend, out of nowhere, the first time ever, EA gave these like lone 5-day Ballon d'Or cards, right? 95 rated, Mbappe. I mean, really, you could get some pretty crazy players from it. Mbappe, Jude, Vinny, Hansen, Bonmati, crazy players, right? And like, ultimately, the craziest part to me was that, first of all, no one really got that excited. And I'm like, I was sitting there like, man, on another FC, I think people would have been like, or FIFA, people would have been like, yo, this is crazy. And I looked at it as well with two other viewpoints. The second one is like, when I tried the cards, the defense is the main problem in this game. People don't have fun playing this game because you get way more rewarded for defending and not manually choosing players, right? So the game feels very repetitive and it feels very like you're breaking down AI like crazy. But the other point of it I saw was like, man, EA just gave me an Mbappe, a Bonmati team of the year, and honestly, like, it really wasn't even that crazy to have those cards. And I think that EA tried to do something this last weekend with this promo to reignite the views because look, EA is not stupid. They know that, yes, they're trying to maximize user spend this year and last year with these store packs. There's 19 packs in the store right now. It's not about that. Ultimately, EA is going to lose business on this game. Yes, they could get more money per person, but if all the people are leaving to Call of Duty, if all the people are just hanging it up, it's one of those where like they actually need to put in some effort. So I think they went for a last ditch promo with this thing, and it just didn't work out. The views this weekend, really, people didn't care. My biggest flaw with it, with what they did this weekend, and I don't know how you guys feel, what really disappointed me was that I don't feel like the cards that I chose were like absolutely insane. And let me explain what I mean. Mbappe I chose on both my accounts, and I had Smith and I had Hansen, right? They were really good for sure. Like, they were better than other players I've used, but they weren't that team of the year level juice that we have in other years. If you went back and played FIFA 19-20, those team of the year cards changed everything. Nowadays, because of AI, because of millions of promo cards, none of these these cards were team of the year level. They definitely didn't feel that way. And I think for me, it's ultimately hurt my motivation a little bit with the game because I'm like, you know what? I think a lot of people are experiencing this right now. they lowered division rivals from 15 to 12 wins. And I think they did that not just because the community was complaining, but I don't think a lot of people were getting 15 wins because I just don't think the gameplay is good enough to want to grind it. And I think that ultimately, I want to know where you guys are at with this game. I think a lot of people aren't trading as much because people don't really want to trade to get better players because they don't want to play the game. And look, I know some of you guys will respond to this video saying, bro, just don't play the game. But I'm just making this video out of like a current state of where we're at with this game. And ultimately, it's really disappointing because like EA really this year went out and outdid themselves with a new level of crap. We've had 3 patches already that have had over 30 gameplay patches in one patch. And for me, it's really disappointing because if we even go back to FIFA 23, if they had just carried on that year instead of doing all these animations and adding way more drop back and defensive AI, they actually, if they were putting their marbles onto that game to re-skin it, work on some stuff on there, they would have been in a good spot. That was probably the best new gen FIFA they had made. And it's like they just made the game 10 times worse. And last year, you guys know, I raged a lot. I lost my mind. Skill gap wasn't crazy last year. There was still a little. This year, it's like 0. You know, we're seeing pro players, they can't even get 13-2 because you get to some of these high elo games, it's like AI versus AI. There's one chance. And look, the ultimate largest problem with this game is that defense is too OP. Finishing is horrible. They had good finishing 2 years ago. Finishing is terrible. I had a team of the year Mbappe this week, and I still couldn't finish. And I'm like, that's going to kill people's motivation because people's motivation has worked on FC for EA for a long time because people were like, okay, I want to upgrade my team. I want to upgrade my team. I just think a lot of people are getting to the point where they don't care. Now, look, I'm not just saying this because of my experiences on this game. Look, it's been hard for me to even upload daily gameplay on my second channel because I'm like, it's just so hard to play the game mentally. It makes you mad every time because you don't feel a feeling of getting better. You feel like you're getting lucky or it's skilled. And look, I'm also making this video because a lot of you that watch me, you guys resub in the Twitch, the YouTube streams. So many people are resubbing and just saying, bro, I haven't played in 2 weeks. Bro, I quit. And look, we know this is going to be a slow period going into Black Friday, but I've never seen FC, let's say FIFA, but I'm going to say FC is a different era. So let's just say EA's game of FIFA overall. I've never seen it fall off this cliff where like people just do not even care. And I always thought, like, sitting here, like, man, EA is just so inevitable. Like, because, you know, for me, guys, obviously I like fast, high-skilled, attacking, tiki-taka gameplay. We've only had a couple FIFAs with those, but the recent ones, just last year and this year, I'm like, yo, the views are still really crazy. EA just must be super inevitable. Like, these guys just must really have the aura that no matter what they release, people will be addicted and play it. And I'm like, wow, you know what? This year, it just feels like people aren't addicted. Like, it feels like maybe this year was just the line of people went over the line. And the only thing that gets me even excited these days is, like, a repeatable player pick. We haven't even had that released yet. You know, I think the rewards hype has really died down because of how brutal the gameplay is. Yes, you do make good coins, but it's like, is it worth it to go through? And it's, like, so funny. When you compare the FIFA community to the COD community, it's like, first of all, the COD sweaty lobbies are fun because there's this idea of getting better, positioning, movement, right? The COD pros, people love watching them because they're nasty. Nobody watches FIFA pros, and it's gotten even worse over the year. We used to meme FIFA pros like a couple years back, but people actually used to watch comp FIFA 17, 18. People don't give a crap. Like, if you look at comp FIFA, it's the least viewed content in the whole community because people know what it is. It's a park the bus glitch affair, and I'm like, how does EA at the end of the day proud? And this is what we have. We have new employees now that tweet out that they're proud of the product they shipped. Shame on these employees, man. I'm so disappointed with them because how can they sit there with a straight face and like be so proud of this product when we know what we had even in the past? It's never been good. It's never been perfect, right? But oh my God, it's like EA are outdoing themselves. And I'm sitting here like, I said this a lot last year. I'm like, how could they even make FC 25 worse than FC 24? They did. And the way they did it, they made the finishing way worse. The dribbling is terrible. And the defending is the most OP I've ever seen it. And I'm like, so what is the benefit for EA? Well, maybe this is good for the casual, but it's not. It's not good for the casual because the views are down like crazy because no one wants to play the game. And I think ultimately it's not manual enough. You don't have fun playing the game. That's the problem. There's been glimpses in the past where you cook somebody, you want to try out a new card. I think a lot of people are getting to that point now where they don't even want to play. You know, for me, I'm lucky. I had to buy a PC this year to even have like 5% gameplay, and it's just insane like what EA have done with this game. I mean, I'm looking at Reddit, I'm looking at Twitter, and it's funny because like people are on Twitter saying, oh, people are being overly negative, and I'm trying to deliver this video to you guys just in a way that's like honest. I'm not even trying to be annoying or cry. I'm just trying to give you guys my honest feelings, and I'm like, this is the least motivated I have been to play this game. And yeah, Call of Duty came out and it's great. And yeah, I like watching football, and we upload football videos. If you guys don't know, I have an extra channel I'm gonna be uploading daily this month. But like you guys know me, man. I've been a FIFA FC, well, let's say FIFA head. I'm not gonna say FC because I haven't liked FC. But I really feel like this game is starting to fall off a cliff the last year or two. And it's like, yeah, for me, it sucks because I'll make a little less money, right? Because FIFA for a while has been a massive cash cow. But it also sucks for the guy inside that, like, I really loved playing FIFA back then. And, like, just to see where EA has taken the game, I don't even know, man. It's really, really weird, like, where they're going with it. And I'm like, what is going to save the game? You know what I mean? Like, EA drops all first of all, they're tweeting out they're proud of this game. Let's talk about how they've made 15 update patches 3 times already, right? And like I'm gonna show you guys this because I was holding this for the video today because I wanted to make a video talking about this. I had this happen today. I want you guys to watch this. So the score is 2-1. Watch all these goals. And this is what happens when you add too many animations, too many commands. This is not the FIFA that we all used to love and play. It's just not fun. It's bad goal after bad goal. And I tell people, like, if you're sitting there judging your gameplay ability this year on what rank you get, what skill rating you have, it is the least skill gap FIFA I've ever seen. And ultimately that's what's driving people away from it because people don't feel like they really care to upgrade their team or improve at all. And it's like when you play games that are goal after goal like this, you know, I'm doing this because this is my job. It's actually so taxing. Imagine you work a full day, you go to school, you just want to kick back and play some FIFA, and this is what is going on your screen. It's not even like that funny FIFA chaos anymore. It's just so unfathomably unenjoyable that people don't want to deal with it anymore. I mean, did you just watch that? Like, that was all goal after goal after goal. And it's like, I feel bad for all of us, man, because we expect nothing from EA, but like we all spent the money on this game, and like to see the state of where the game is at 4, 5, 6 weeks after its release, I've never seen it so dead. I've never seen so much of my community that watches me every day so uninterested. You know, most of the guys that are watching this YouTube video, you guys don't even play anymore, man. A lot of you guys don't. I've been seeing my resubs. A lot of my viewers are constantly just wanting me to stop playing the game when I play it on stream now because people don't even enjoy watching it. And I'm like, damn, that sucks. Like, we've never really had that. And we're also 5, 6 weeks into the game, you know? So what do you guys think? Can this game even be saved? Look, I'll continue to upload because at the end of the day, I like posting daily. UFL is going to be out in 3 weeks. So look, for UFL, for them, like, this is ideal because there's never been an FC that's been this low viewed ever. So look, there's a huge base. We've seen what FIFA peaked at that would love to play a good, fun, new, fresh, but I think this constant repetitiveness from EA, you know, like, let's even talk about how did they not add some 2v2 mode. Even if there was a 2v2 mode this year that was like with rewards, people would play it even with this terrible gameplay. How did they not reskin some part of draft? Yeah, they added rush, but there's nothing really that feels less or more organic this year. I mean, the rivals rewards are great, but they need a good game. They need a half decent game. This isn't even a 1% good game. It's all over the place. So what do you guys think is the step forward? Like, what do we think is going to happen with FC? Do you guys think that, like, Black Friday, Winter Wildcards, Team of the Year, like, I love checking out the content every day. I love playing a game or two, but I tell you this, I used to love grinding the game, playing 10 to 15 games. I don't even want to play Weekend League anymore. Like, it's really bad. And the Weekend League has the best rewards we've ever had. And I guess it's really showed me that, like, maybe it's not all about the rewards. It has to be a little bit about the gameplay. You know, I think I used to really like the speed the game had, the passing. And I know people could say, just let it go, bro. It's all over. But I think EA at the end of the day are really killing their player base away because of how defensive they're making this game. I don't even think the bots like this game because it's just so unenjoyable and it's so jammy and it's like people just, I think, are tired. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that like big promos are going to save this game this year? I don't even know. I mean, obviously pack grinds, team of the year, like the icon packs, that stuff is always fun. And I like chilling in the streams with you guys and doing that stuff. But ultimately, like this gameplay overall with gameplay this year, it's like the lowest viewed gameplay I've ever seen. Like people just don't even want to tune in and watch the game. And it's crazy to see the state of where football games are at. eFootball is really struggling right now too because their game has gone from like 3 years ago. Now they have heightened AI like crazy. The AI in that game is crazy. So AI is just taking over the world, I guess. It's crazy on FC. What are you guys thinking, man? What do you guys think is a step forward? Like, it's funny because a lot of you who watch these rant videos over the years will probably hear me talking about specific things that EA need to fix. I haven't even mentioned one in this video because EA is not fixing anything. They drop patches, nothing really changes. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what's going to save FC25. I think the only way they could save it is if they completely scrapped all this AI, park the bus, and crazy animations, which I just don't think they're going to do. I don't think they're going to do it. But that EA, if you want one thing for me to tell you guys, it's why people are leaving and not playing your game. People can't deal with the glitchy rebounds, and people can't deal with this constant, okay, instead of playing football, I'm going to run down a line, and I'm going to somehow find a way to break down all these players. People are losing motivation. I think this promo that EA just did was the worst thing they could have done because they gave everybody Team of the Year cards and people realized I still can't outrun Gold VVD. I can't outrun Gold Saliba. So what's going to happen when we get to Team of the Year and Bobby's 15 mil? Does somebody want to go and grind upgrade packs? Yeah, they might still do it because the packs are fun. I will be there too. But it's definitely not as much because you're like, damn, I don't even really want to play. It's crazy, man. I've been reading through the FIFA Reddit today. If you guys haven't read through it, go read through it yourself. I will put this as a final point in this video. I have never, ever, 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 ever seen the community so aligned on one video game. I have never seen the FC community so in agreement about not liking a game. Usually people are like, last year, like some people like, oh, like this and that. This year, everybody's like, nah. You know, and that is actually refreshing to see. Hopefully, maybe if there's a year or two where this game just does terrible, that EA can figure it out. But the one problem I will warn you with EA, Madden died. You guys lost Madden because you made that game really bad and glitchy, and you had a player base. 2K over the years, recently, good for a week or two. People just don't play it anymore. So EA, the clock is ticking for you guys. I'm telling you right now, people are getting a little fed up of this, man. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. I'm going to be reading through these tonight. Thanks for watching the video. I'm trying not to over-complain to you guys, man. I'm just really, what you guys feel, trust me, I feel it. I feel it, what you guys feel, and I want you guys to know. Look, I had some idiot come in my chat the other day. Yo, bro, what would happen if EA made a good FIFA? Because your gaslight is that you can only hate on FIFA. Buddy, I wish that's what was going on, man. And I, like, in the inside was liking what I was playing. And just like, man, I mean, you guys can see it. Look at FIFA 23, bro. We were playing with 99 rated cards. We were playing 4 hours of gameplay 11 months in the last month. That says a lot. Rat to Glory was the only thing in FC 24 that saved me. I wasn't really sitting here in December and not, sorry, it's November, and not even able to finish my Rivals games last year. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know, man. It's a weird spot with this game right now. I don't know where it's going to go. Let me know. Peace, guys.